As we come back to live shots here at the Motorplex, it's very exciting stuff. The skydivers that we've got coming are on their way, and you can see them on the screen now. And they were last year for the Australian title, and they were up against some incredibly strong winds, and they still landed beautifully on the back straight. And we've got the smoke down in turn 1 and 2, and also on the infield to give them an indication of the breeze and where they've got to land. I'm sure they can see that from right up there as well. But they are on their way, and they'll be landing on the back straight. So a great sight. The Australian flag is something we weren't able to do at the Australian Sprint Car title due to the strongness of the wind last year. But this year, the Aussie flag is on its way down for the Barbagallo Australian Mr. Sprint Car National. So this will be a spectacular sight as the Australian flag lands on the back straight. So they're on their way down. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them by the looks of it, zigging and zagging their way through in the Australian flag. Dan Leach, looks like it'll be the last of the 4 to make its way to the ground.
Indeed, and I hope it's a little cooler for them up there compared to what we've got at ground level. So
here's the first of them.
The skydivers just about to make their way towards the Motorplex. You ever done skydiving before, Jason?
I have, in South America. How about putting your hands together for our first skydiver who lands perfectly over on the back straight. Here comes number 2, coming in, and almost to the spot of the first. That is tremendous. That's 2 of them down.
Amazing accuracy when, obviously, it's not as windy as what we saw at the Australian Championships, but even the Australian Championships, they were all able to land here at the Motorplex pretty perfectly.
But they've got to contend with the catch fence and the lighting tower.
They do too, you're right. You're very, very right. But just the amount of skill that's required to do something like this, so incredible. As the third of the skydivers makes their way down. And now we just wait for the Australian flag. You reckon the skydivers are very happy about that. I don't blame them. Very good performance there. But now we wait for the Australian flag. The footage that we managed to capture from the skydivers last year as well, in the lead up to the Australian Sprint Car Championships. Really spectacular. If you get a chance, you can find the footage, I think, on the Perth Motorplex Facebook page. It's doing the rounds around there. It is an amazing view of skydivers coming over Kwinana Beach and the Perth Motorplex area here. Very picturesque. And when you look at those sort of footage, that sort of footage, you can go, well, I can understand why you go skydiving. But then again,
here he comes.
I don't know if I'm all that keen on the idea of it. So he's not too far away.
He's right above us. A massive Australian flag. He's doing a 360. He's practically just sitting above the speedway, ladies and gentlemen, as he slowly makes his way down with this massive Australian flag. And this is going to be some precision skydiving if you've ever seen it.
He's showing off.
Yep.
I like it. I'm all about the swagger.
Have a look at this. This is spectacular stuff. He's slowly but surely making his way down. He's getting very close. He could probably change a couple of globes on the light tower over there as he comes on in. Make plenty of noise as the Australian flag lands on the back straight here at the Perth Motorplex with precision accuracy. And the 4 skydivers have made it down safely on the back straight as expected. And that is a spectacular sight. Well done to the 4 of them, and it's great to have some spectacular action like that. I'm sure we're going to get some spectacular vision, Dan, of that again in the near future. So well done to the 4 boys on the infield as we're now ready to get underway with the main program. Would you now please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, as we cross down to Terry Dorrington for the